It is 2 o'clock.
I invite him.
Good.
Oh, and Luca. Is Luca in here?
No. Look on the chat. It's in the chat.
It's white with blue.
On Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Luca's in here, okay?
You're good.
How's everyone doing, baby? We're live. We're live. I hope everyone's doing well. This is round 2 of the ERL series. Both rounds will be streamed. Points will be posted later. MX Tony Garcia is requesting me as a friend. Let's accept him and get him in here. And we're gonna get going. 2:02. Wanted to start at 2. Not too bad. What is going on? YouTube. Yeah. Alright, inviting Tony Garcia one more time. Alrighty. Let's go, baby. So this is your lineup. You got Zertex, Duncan, Gideon, Luca, Mathis Burge, Cowboy, Dynamic, Brian. Supposed to have Tony Garcia. Don't know what's going on.
He's watching the stream in the background. If you hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute him. Yeah, send it to me. Alright. Here we go. We're going. So we got a heat race first. 5-minute plus 2 lap moto here. First place gets 3 points. Second place 2 points. Third place 1 point. Also, whole shot point is given out this moto as well. Keep that in mind. You can take those points into the main, give you a little extra boost. But here we go. Get ready. There's your lineup. I think Tony Garcia will get in for the main event if he gets his PlayStation up and running. I see that he's online. Sent him a ton of invites, so I'm sure he'll be on for the main event. He's just missing out on the heat race here. Right there is your lineup for the day. Let's go. Let's see what we got. A little TV view. That's Dynamic with the whole shot point. Yeesh. Dynamic running for the OGR boys. Currently the points leader on the series as well. Kind of pretty sweet. Having him out front here ready early. He's feeling good. So he says, we got Gideon in second here. Just got a new PS5. Alright, Tony Garcia is in the chat. He'll be in for the main event. He's just missing the heat race. My shit is getting blown up by people. You guys gotta know that it starts, and when it starts, we're going. But yeah, Cabo here in third. Just missed last round. Won the preseason race. Him and Joe Tanto going at it together. Mathis Burge for the EMS squad goes right past him. You got Luca right behind him. Then you got your boy Brian running P6. Brian's got some people in front of him. He can find that flow. Definitely catch him here. We'll get on board with him here. Someone went down. So this is a battle for the podium right there. Mathis Burge in the podium position right now. He's got Luca and the high-flying Belgian right behind him. Two different lines for this section. It's really cool. Little double-double action. We're gonna go back out front though. Cowboys right there though. Got Mathis Burge and Gideon trying to run down the OGR rider. Dynamic snipes. Got Gideon in second right there. Rocking the number 36, usually number 432 or the 111, but gotta be different for a day. Nice clean KTM kit. You got Mathis Burge here running P3, really good rider for the EMS squad. Cowboy got it back around Brian, it looks like. Oh, wow. Cowboy's in third, didn't even realize that, and now he's going for P2. So right now, Dynamic would be running away right now with, he got a hole shot and checked out at the moment. So he'll be going home with 4 points here into the main. That'll help him out if he holds this off. Cowboy going in there with 2. And Burge right now with 1. Everyone else will lose their shot at a little extra nudge for the main event. Keep in mind you can get that whole shot point then again in the main as well. He's top 3. Where's Burge? Burge is right there battling. Brian a little far back in P5, but he got around Luca. Seemed to have checked Luca off. Really solid ride for Brian. Hasn't played much. Really had a really good performance in the EMX series at last round, running P2 behind his teammate Force Matisse. We're gonna go back out in front here as we got a battle. For that last place on the podium, for that extra point. Teammates going at it. Mathis Burge goes, Gideon goes down. They both go down. Does that help Brian? Brian's in the picture for that 3rd place spot. That 1 extra point, that can go a long ways. You never really know. These boys are going to go for it. Kind of treating it like an LCQ when you're in this kind of position. Oops, go back out front. So Cowboy trying to reel Dynamic in. Dynamic is checked out, feeling good. You can see that gap him and Cowboy have on the pack. Tony Garcia will be here for the next moto. Keep that in mind. That'll spice some things up as well. Dynamic Snipes, one of the fastest American dudes on the game. One of the faster ones for sure. He just takes max points in the heat race. Cowboy walks away with 2 in this battle for 3rd. Who's going to get that 1 extra point going into the heat race? Looks like it's going to be Verge. Burge gets the best of his team owner Gideon there. Gets that 1 extra point in that 3rd place position. So those boys, Dynamic, will be going into the main with 4 points, Cowboy with 2 points, and Burge with 1. Snipes with the max points there in the first moto. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, I gotta say. You know, points leader coming in, doing what he did last night or last week. Just gonna keep this train rolling. We're gonna get Tony Garcia an invite to the main here. You boys are spamming me, man, blowing up my phone. Alright. Alright. Man, this kid. Jose, please leave the lobby, bro. Alright, hold on. We're going main event now. Main event, boys. How do I change? Oh, here it is. There we go. Alright, Tony Garcia is in. So this is your lineup, boys, for the main right here. You got Mathis Burge, Duncan, Zertex, Luca, Gideon, Dynamic, Cowboy, and Tony Garcia, Brian. Main event right here. Tony Garcia missed out on the heat race, but that's alright. Gideon, let me know when you're ready, brother. Awesome, awesome. Here we go. Keep in mind the West Coast heat race and main event will go next. There's a new lobby host. It will be Brian, the number 174, who's also racing right now on the stream today. He will be streaming it on his Twitch. We will link that in the Instagram description so you guys can see the West Coast guys go at it today. So let's go into the main here today for the East Coast. Here in sunny Tampa for sure. Once everyone shows that they're ready, we'll head to the gate. I hope you boys are ready for the round 2 main. First time having a streamer. Looks like all the fellers are ready. We're gonna go for it. Who's getting that whole shot point? I'm gonna try and get everyone some screen time. Find the battles. Who's gonna be the first to the line? We'll stay on our points leader. Points leader. Getting pinched, goes down. It's gonna be Tony Garcia. Goes down but picks up that hole shot point. We gotta shuffle through here as we got Gideon early points lead. Or not early points lead, but early lead with his teammate right there in front of him now. Dynamic washes out. EMS boys going 1-2 right now at the moment. Cowboy Cam. P3. Dynamic P4. Zertex, another EMS guy. P5. Brian for the OGR boys. Railing that sand. P6. Goes down. Duncan goes down. Another OGR guy. P7. Tony Garcia. P8. Luca, another EMS guy, I believe. P9. So Gideon holding off very fast Masses Burge and Dynamic here. You see the track layout down there in the lower right. The section's pretty sweet. I like this sand section a lot. It's really flowy. This battle for the lead is heating up. You got Dynamic and Cowboy. Brian coming out of the sand right now. But you got Cowboy and Dynamic on the tail of this lead right now. This lead at the top. This battle. Stay on board here. Dynamic, the points leader, gets a drive, has the inside. Is he gonna roll it? He's gonna send it from the inside. Kinda cases it. Burge gets it better. Oh, it lands on Dynamic. Cowboy's off track. Dynamic only loses one spot there. Doesn't really lose a spot actually. What an insane ride out of Gideon. Stay on board with this guy real quick. Oops. Looking so smooth. So flowy. Getting through those rollers so fast. How's he hit this section? Floats the double. Hits the triple. How's he hit this line? So he's doubling, tripling over the dragon's back. Some people are hopping on, stepping off. Some people are doubling and tripling. Cowboy's coming. What a line. Takes that spot. That Tony Garcia right there in P5 as well. Very, very clean Honda. Very clean Honda. 335. The big dog in SMOC. Coming out here for ERL today. Really cool, really cool. Very smooth. He might catch these boys. I mean, we got 10 minutes, 50 seconds, plus 2 to go, and he's catching Burge right now. So we're going to stay on this battle right here. Tony Garcia, he can see everyone right there, too. You can see him. You can see him. It's not like Burge isn't losing them that much. I mean, Burge is right there, just outside that battle, like I said earlier. So he's still running good pace, really consistent, but there's a lot going on up front. Garcia's going to go for this pass. He's going to cut underneath. He gets that pass done. We're going to move up front here. This is a battle for the lead. Cowboy has to single. Whoa. Snipey, points leader, finds his way into the lead again. Running really well for the OGR boys, representing the boys good. American rider. One of the faster American riders you'll for sure see on this game, that's for sure. The Gideon and Tony Garcia is on a charge. Him and Cowboy get into it. I don't know. Wow. Tony Garcia, P3. Off-track excursion for Tony. Mathis Burge, P4. Not done with Tony, that's for sure. Still feels he can get him. Still feels he can get him, but we're going to go back out front. Cowboy back in P5. Brian running a solid P6. No one around him. We're going to stay on Gideon here, though, as Gideon can kind of see dynamic there. As Gideon is not done, he's going to put in a charge for sure. So we got 820 left. 820 plus 2. These boys are not that far apart at all. One tough block, one little mistake, and we're banging bars again. Gideon's just got to stay consistent. It's a big double on a 250, fellas. Very impressive. Let's see where Tony is. Tony is catching Gideon. Tony is catching Gideon. As he has caught Gideon. So we got a battle here for a pass for second. And Tony goes in hard. Right in the loose sand. Gideon stuffs his front end right into the back tire of Tony, and Tony's going to put it on a charge. He feels he can catch dynamic, and he just railed that. You couldn't see that, but he is on a mission. Wow, he just railed that. We're going to go back out front, though. Ooh, Dynamic's going to start hitting some lap traffic with 7 minutes to go with a lead that is slowly closing. He's just got to ride his race. You can see that lead right there. He's got a 5.1 second lead, but Tony Garcia is picking people off left and right this moto. We'll see how Dynamic gets through the lap traffic. Duncan and Luca, keep in mind we got points leader and leader coming through with Tony Garcia. Lapper. Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate it. Let's see how Tony Garcia gets around him. So we got one lapper between Dynamic and Tony Garcia. Great save by Tony Garcia. We got another lapper. Alright, he crashes out. Tony Garcia has to be getting close. Quick run through though, we got Dynamic in first, Tony Garcia in second, Gideon in third, Cowboy sitting P4 trying to run down Gideon, Mathis Burge P5, Brian P6, Zertex P7, Luca P4, and Duncan getting lapped by Cowboy there, P9. We're going to go back out front though. You can see Tony Garcia in the background. Oh yeah, Tony Garcia has a flow. 2.5 second lead now. We're going to get on board with Tony here as he tries to reel in Dynamic. Oh, Tony goes down. It's going to be able to extend that lead a bit for Dynamic as we got 5 minutes to go. We got another lapper, boys, another lapper, just so you guys know if you're around the finish line. Oh, weird reset for Dynamic. That's going to rule out that crash from Tony Garcia, they're probably back even. Let's see where he's at. Oh, he dropped a bit. Gideon and Cowboy going at it for P3. Let's tune into this battle here. Cowboy scrubbing hard. Gideon has his flow, has the pace. Go on board with Gideon. As you can see, Cowboy right there in the distance, and I think that is Brian just right there as well. Very slick track today in Tampa. The sand will really get your front end. It'll really bite ya. Very tricky track. Seems like a pretty simple layout. It's a layout that makes you think that you can push hard and harder and harder and harder, but the second you do, that front end will get taken from you in the sand. So very advanced track, I think. It's a really cool replica. Tampa 2023. Brian, really solid P6. Their tech's nowhere really near him, so he's got the top 6 locked down. Keep in mind, we are taking, after these 8 rounds, we are taking the top 6 riders from the East Coast and the West Coast in points. And we'll be doing a 2-race playoff to determine the overall champion. So a top 6 ride ain't that bad at all. We're gonna go back out front though. Looks like Tony Garcia got around Dynamic with 2:57 to go. Let's see what happens here. What a charge for Tony Garcia. A whole shot in the main after missing the heat race. Goes down after the whole shot and then makes a full on charge to get up front here with 2:32 to go. Points leader though ain't gonna let that go so easy. Keep in mind, Tony Garcia, this is his first round. Dynamic came to the first round, so Dynamic already has 50 some points on Tony Garcia. So if it finishes like this, Dynamic will keep that red plate. He will hold on to it. Brian, here comes Tony Garcia in the battle for, in Dynamic for the battle for first, so just keep that in mind. Appreciate it, brother. Oh, looks like Dynamic went down. Tony Garcia is going to stretch that lead out a bit now. Cowboy P3. You got Gideon trying to catch Cowboy here. Tripling in, double in through the sand, double in through the sand. Oh boy, oh boy. His teammate Mathis Bird is in the sand as well. Looks like he is also lapping someone. Brian. Right on someone. Who was he on right there? Oh, you think, oh, off track excursion. He was on his teammate Dynamic there. This battle for third could heat up, boys. This battle for third could heat up. We got a lapper again. Cowboy 3 seconds on Gideon here. As you can see, Gideon right there. Well, go on, Gideon. So we got 22 seconds to go. Very small track. We'll go back out front. So you got Tony Garcia in first. Using the on-off. Using the on-off. And somehow just getting through those things like no one's business. It's dynamic. Has Tony Garcia in sights, but it is 2 to go. Think he's going to run out of time. Very, very solid. Very, very solid moto, though, out of dynamic. Really impressive moto out of Tony Garcia as he's going to round down this final lap in the main here. So we'll go on board with him for this final lap. Look at that speed through the whoops, boys. Truly one of the best for sure. Got in last second. Snipes put up a good fight. In the end, Tony Garcia comes on top for round 2 of the ERL series. Of course, only for the East Coast. Tony Garcia with the win. Snipe second. Cowboy third. Gideon falls just off of the podium. P4, but really, really good ride out of Gideon. Mathis Burge, his teammate, P5. Brian, P6. Zertex, P7. Duncan, not a good one out of him. There you go, fellas. East Coast, done. Main event, done. We appreciate you guys coming out for the East Coast. The West Coast is about to take off. Link will be put on the YBR Instagram. Brian will be hosting the lobby and streaming it. So I'll put his link out on there for his Twitch, and we'll get live over there. Appreciate y'all, boys. All right.